So just a bit of info before we start making some music. So the RPM challenge is Record Production Month, and pretty simply it's a challenge to create an entire record in the month of February. So I've done it for 2 years, skipped last year, and now I'm back to do it again this year. It's centered around a Discord community, which is the people in there are really fantastic. They're always open to give feedback, collaborate, all of that kind of stuff. And they also run a challenge throughout the year that's similar but on a smaller scale. It's called Release Every Month or Record Every Month, which is just a 1 track a month sort of challenge. So just another sort of year-long challenge. Anyway, it's an amazing community. It's currently the 3rd of February, so I have sort of missed nearly 3 whole days, but it is what it is. One of the previous times I pretty much got everything done with about 10 days to spare, I think. So it's been a while since I've done it, but I'm hoping we're going to jump straight into it. We've come off the back of the January challenges for obviously every day of January. Having them back to back, I think it's good to, not necessarily get specific ideas, but just get in the mindset of creating more music in a lower pressure environment before moving on to slightly more pressure of actually having to release something by the end of the month. So yeah, I think that's about all the information. I'll leave some links in the description. Obviously it's a little bit late, but it is never too late to sign up, and it's missed 3 days. It's not a big deal, and I really highly recommend, if music is your thing, participating in this challenge, because it's really motivating. It's a really good way to sort of force yourself to put yourself out there, get some music done, get it out into the world. The only caveat to this, especially for independent musicians, is a lot of the time distribution services can take a long time. As far as the rules for it, even though it's not really particularly strict, is your project, album, whatever, must be out on some platform by the end of the 1st of March in the last time zone in the world. So really you have like an extra day and a half in most parts of the world. And what most people do is upload it to either Bandcamp or Alone Tone, and then it can come out on streaming later. And that's what I also do, because in order to get it reliably out by the 1st of March, it would have to be, done by now. So the, full release can come later. That's not an expectation. It's more about get the music done, get it on some kind of platform, sort of just as evidence that it is in fact done. But yeah, there's not much to it. We're just gonna get started. It's the early days, so there's not much pressure to make anything final. Just come up with some ideas. First year I did it all on hardware on the circuit tracks. Second year I did it all in software in the DAW. I'm hoping to do a bit of a combination this year, and also branch out into some wider variety of styles a little bit. In some of the January videos, or actually I think only one of the actual jams, I paired up my bass with some hardware, doing that either with hardware or software, but just with some electronic type of music. Sounds really nice to my ears, and it's an easy way to get a bit more variety out of the equipment I have. So definitely going to do that at some point. So the first year I sort of just made a bunch of ideas, threw them together at the end. Second year I had a sort of vision from the beginning that it was going to be 3 groups of tracks with an interlude between them all. And then I actually never finished making videos about that because I ran out of time to make the videos, and I just had to focus on getting the music done, which I'm hoping to avoid this year. But the idea was basically 3 groups of 3 songs and some interludes, which meant I had 4 sort of categories of music to make. Having a plan like that from the beginning is not a bad idea, but I don't have anything like that in mind currently, and also I'd rather just keep it a bit more open this year. At the moment, having finished school, I have a lot more time to just spend messing around with ideas. So yeah, that's sort of the plan for this year. Anyway, yeah, very, very highly recommend participating in this challenge if you can, if it's something you're interested in. But yeah, if you're on the fence about it, just go for it. And unless you're like me and you're going to make videos about it and do all these progress updates, you can sign up, and if something comes up and you don't finish it, no one's going to know. So just do it. My laptop is like just struggling. So I just sat down for half an hour, maybe an hour with the circuit tracks, and came up with a couple of ideas. So I've got two projects. First one is just sort of a beat, not bad, but not incredibly amazing. Second one I'm really into. It's like a synth wavy sort of thing. Not exactly, but the synth in particular really reminded me of that style. So yeah, sort of half took it in that direction. But I'll show you both of those now. So there was an extra little ambient sketch idea thing at the end there. But yeah, those were the two main ideas I had, as well as something else to potentially use as an intro, outro, in between some songs, something like that. But yeah, in particular, that second idea I really think is a good starting place for something. So I think that'll just about do it for this video. I just wanted to get a small start on the challenge and get something out there just to, well, obviously show that I'm working on it and encourage you to do so as well. Hopefully the next update will only be a couple of extra days. I've got a lot of ideas at the moment, things that I want to get down, things that I just want to get recorded in some way, just so that I have these ideas for later on in the month when I'm trying to pick out the best parts and all of that. So yeah, as I keep saying, highly recommend participating in the RPM challenge if you can. But other than that, that's about it for this first update. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.